This is Rugby Merlin and welcome back to the channel. This is my review of Scotland versus England. Kinghorn is back in the Scotland lineup after an injury. He's a very influential player for them and hoping that he'll make a bit of a difference in this match. As far as England are concerned, Ollie Lawrence comes into the side and Fairbank is in at 15, so a little bit more pace in that backline, which England surely been missing so far this championship. So a pretty good start for England. They have a good attacking shape and they're running from deep, which is nice to see. Injecting a bit of pace into the line from fullback, and the wing is joining the line too. And they get a scrum in a good attacking position, and they ghost over in midfield for a pretty straightforward try for Fairbank. And England are 7-0 up and a great start for them. The game slows down after a fast start and a lot of handling errors from both teams at this stage, and the ball just seems to be dropping for England a little bit more, and they do get a penalty and kick it for 10-0. Scotland are trying to make something happen, but it's not really working out for them until Kerr at 9 kicks the ball out on the full and gives Scotland a nice little advantage. Van der Merwe, who's coming off his wing, takes the ball up in midfield and he's turned over by the English boys who put out the infamous cheer or jeer, and they've obviously targeted him as a player to watch because of his previous performances against England, and they strike the first blow and they're very happy about it. Now apparently this winds up Van der Merwe because he gets over for a try about 2 minutes later. Great work from the Scottish midfield with Tuipulotu and Hugh Jones working really well in tandem as they always do, and they seem to have done for a while now. And they make the break. Good support from the Scotland team. They did well to get there because it was a bit of an unexpected break. And the ball goes out to Van der Merwe on the wing. And he gets a score for Scotland's first try of the match. England try and regain the momentum, but every time they put a half-decent attack together, they cough up the ball. So many unforced errors from them, incredible. I think I heard it was something like 20, and you can't win international matches with handling errors like that. So they cough up the ball and Scotland scoop it up, and they give it to the man of the hour, Van der Merwe, and he completely gasses the English cover defence and skips over in the corner, does some kind of weird thing to put the ball down, which had my heart in my mouth. But the try is awarded, and kicked of course by Russell, and it's 14-10 to England. And that just shows England are lacking a bit of pace still in the back line, and they certainly paid for it. Hugh Jones, who's having a blinder, as always, he's a fantastic player. I'd love to see him in a Lions shirt. Goes on the attack. He's clearly tackled without the ball by Cole. Who did well, in fairness to him, old man that he is. He chased down a lot of kicks and what have you. But Scotland have their tails up for sure. Awarded another penalty and kick it for 17-10. Smart play from Ford just before the halftime whistle. Strokes over a drop kick, which he's becoming famous for, just to keep England within punching distance, and 17-13 going into halftime. So right at the start of the second half, terrible news really for Scotland. Tuipulotu, who was kind of holding his leg a little bit when he came on the field, he goes off within a few minutes of the half starting. So that's really bad news for them because he is a key player for them, and it's going to be interesting to see how they reorganise now and go on the attack. Scotland pile on the pressure, and again it's a loose ball, dropped, knocked on and everything, but Redbath picks it up and goes direct and cuts straight through the middle of the English defence. Russell, who's just got charged down, picks up the ball, kick pass out to the wing, and guess who's there? Van der Merwe. And he picks it up, it bounces perfectly into his path, and he scoots over, and it's 24-13, and Van der Merwe's hat-trick, so he's having a fantastic game. England do get a quick response and forward slots over the penalty, and it's 24-16 to the Scots. And just 2 tries in it, or 2 scores I should say in it. So there's still a lot of the game to play. So Scotland, with their kind of finishing of games, there's a lot of questions being asked about that. So this is going to be another test for them now. Scotland managed to wrestle back the momentum again, which they did pretty well all game. Good physical defense from both teams. Nice big hits going in, which everyone likes to see, I think. And they get a penalty and extend their lead. So now 27-16 with about 20 minutes to go. As the subs come on, I'm a little bit nervous for Scotland in terms of like, can they see out this match? But they do get another penalty. Now it's 30 points to 16. That's a pretty big lead with not long to play. It's one of the English substitutions that makes the next mark on the match. Faya Abusu, who I know English fans have been crying out to get more minutes in this England team, shows a bit of pace, but not great defending by the Scots, I think, and he just ghosts over at the side of the ruck and gets a pretty simple try, and it's not kicked, so it's now 30 points to 21 with 10 minutes to go. Here we go. Not like Scotland to finish out the game with a bit of drama, but yeah, it's exciting for what it is. And that's how the game finishes. Scotland do take the win again against England. So to summarize what happened, it was pretty much a replay in terms of what happened last year in this same fixture, but down at Twickenham. Scotland really took their chances well when they got them, and they even made some from nothing. They executed really well, and England, even though the team is quite changed quite a lot, they're still encountering the same problems. They're plodding through the phases, I think, but not getting much purchase on their attack, and those unforced errors really kill them. And that old problem that they seem to be having is like a lack of pace, and they got exposed for it. But Faya Abusu, when he came on, he added another dimension to their attack, so they'll definitely look at starting him, I think, next match. Van der Merwe, obviously a game breaker as always, and Scotland will be kicking themselves because that loss against France, as controversial as it was, I still feel, if you watch my review, that they should have seized the initiative and really taken France out there and missed an opportunity. But they could have been on there for a Grand Slam, and their next match, I believe, or not their last match is against Ireland, so imagine that one for the Grand Slam. But England not looking up to the task today, and Scotland deserved winners. There's a lot of work-ons for both teams. Scotland, in terms of like, they have to keep the consistency up, and England, just like, why are they having so many handling errors and basic mistakes? So it's going to be interesting to see both teams next match, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. Comment, share, and I will see you for the next review. Thank you very much. Bye bye.